A few years ago, Joseph Dickerson, a writer and UX designer, wrote a great article about whether we could consider Walt Disney the world's first UX designer. Now, I'm not sure whether Walt was the world's first UXer or not, but I do love this idea of thinking of him as a UX designer. If you've ever visited Disneyland or Disney World, of course, you know just how much thought they put into the experiences there and into each user or visitor's journey. I know that's certainly experience I had the first time I went to Orlando for Disney World and got right off the plane and onto a Disney bus to take me to a Disney resort so I could have Disney adventures. And you know those bands you wear around your wrist when you're visiting there? They don't just get you on the rides. Disney uses those bands to continuously track visitors and to learn more about their patterns while visiting their parks. So maybe after thousands of people visit the park, they know they need to move this particular popcorn stand 30 meters southwest in order to increase sales. Now, I made that example up, but Disney does track people to learn about where things are going wrong, where the lines have gotten long, where people are waiting too long, so they can adjust the experience based upon what they've learned from that data. And of course, we look at user data and analytics to make adjustments to customer experiences as well. You can read much more about Disney's best practices for designs, and Imagineering's president Marty Sklar at the time even came up with Mickey's 10 Commandments, which really were principles for how to create more engaging experiences. Those principles included better storytelling, leading people from one area to another via visual magnets, and even reducing cognitive overload. Certainly best practices for the sort of digital design we UX designers do as well. In fact, I found this great quote from Walt Disney a while back in which he talks about how when he makes a movie, it's finished and he's done. He can't really change it. And that's why he loved the idea of the park, because he could always keep working on the park, keep tinkering with it and changing it, something that he called plussing. Now that sounds very much like what we'd call iterative design. As UX designers, we know that a design is never really done. As we learn more about that design and how people interact with it, we can keep changing it and updating it and making it better. So, Walt Disney, user experience designer? Maybe so. There's certainly a lot that we can learn from his methodology.